Guys. Sorry it's been so long between videos. I bought a really long box, like the big ones, and it had over 4,000 cards in it, comic, movie cards. What I wanted to do is kind of show today because, boy, I remember these from when I was a kid, which it's going to date me, but I I thought it was important to kind of show these cards now because, especially if youngsters are watching, which they do watch my channel quite a bit, um, I want them to see how cool the other cards were because we didn't have all these comic stuff back in the 70s and, really early 80s. We had movie cards and we had Star Wars cards. So Star Wars 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through. Those were some cool cards. I mean, I remember my mom bought me a bunch of packs of the first Star Wars cards, and I had, of course, the anomaly one with C-3PO with issues, things like that. But ultimately, I went and collected a lot of Superman, Black Hole. I had like 2 or 3 sets of these. I collected so much Hulk and Buck Rogers that it was crazy. So I kind of wanted to just go through these cards really quick and just show some nostalgia and what we went through. Because you know what? We may be old guys, but I'll tell you what, we knew the cards. And this is what started everything for me. Actually, you know what? I'll lay these down. It was Superman and Star Wars that started the cards off for me. I mean, it was just, wow, look at this. They were taking pictures of the movie. I had a picture of Superman that I could hold and use and all that. It was so cool. And yeah, these cards are kind of beat up and everything, but I have them. Just like my Batman comics from the 40s. They may not have covers on them because the stores had to do that, but I have the comic book. So I can pick that up and read it at any time. Yeah, I wear some gloves now. I didn't used to. I used to just look at it and go, but we've all been kind of conditioned to keep things a little more precious now. So some of these cards pretty sweet. I mean, Superman in a pensive mode. I don't think it was pensive. I think he was actually very pissed off. But these cards are really cool because they have posters on the back. You can get all the cards and put them together for a poster. Buddy Hackett. Look at that. Or Ned Beatty. Sorry, Ned Beatty. See right there? Really cool guy. Let's just do that. There we go. It's the picture that's grainy, not me. But I always loved this. This guy was just hilarious. It was like the first Chris Farley going on there. So that's a big compliment. And then, of course, you got Lex Luthor. Really awesome. Really awesome. But I mean, these cards were just, they were taking photos, putting them on cards, and letting us buy them. And that's kind of the cool part about this. I mean, you've got Lois Lane there, Clark Kent, again, Ned Beatty. Sorry, I haven't gone through the dupes. But Jackie Cooper. I mean, come on. Hollywood legend. Legend. And these, again, were from 1978. So pretty cool. You've got Jonathan Kent there. And see this? Any of these, certain ones, were actually tied to stories. And kind of awesome with what they did because they had no idea what they were doing. They were just putting these cards out and for a lot of different movies. You'll see here Ulcera. There's another poster. The young Clark Kent. Really awesome. Vonda. There's Martha Kent. Superman going through the tunnels of gas. That's probably where I learned to fart as a kid. No, just kidding. I just ruined the whole gas scene for you guys now on Superman. Right here, the repairing the train. This is one of the scenes that stuck out for me as a kid. When Richard Donner did this, it was amazing because we had seen this time and time again in the comics. So anybody that's doing comic shots and all that is really props for me. It's just amazing. So then you got here Clark. Now it is the card because it's kind of scratched in that, but you know what? I'm okay with it because I love these cards. I'm not collecting them to be pristine and sell them and everything. This came in the set. Look at that. Somebody spilled ink on it. I'll bet they were swearing when they did that. I can feel the energy in the card. No, you stupid. So, soaring to new heights. Really cool shot with the Liberty, Statue of Liberty. This card I thought was really dumb when I was a kid, but I do have a whole stack of stickers from these. I don't know if they stick still. I haven't tried, but they sure were good when I had them on my chest. Not my chest per se as tattoos, but my, I think women call it hope chest, where they have just different chester drawers and that. And I had a big chest at the bottom of my bed that was blue, and I used to put stickers inside and out. Lovers from different worlds. I don't know why they picked her, but she did pretty good. So this is just, it takes you through to the movie. And there's the gas chamber again, thanks to Newman. I'm not going to lie. There you go. Really cool stuff. I love these. I mean, there's the Master of Illusion right there. So pretty cool. Then we had, these all just came in the box. I bought the box because it had over 700 Marvel annuals from 21-22 and 22-23. So I was like dying because I finished a whole bunch of sets. It had chapter cards from Marvel Alliance. I was able to finish 3 sets of those, which chapter cards are really hard because there's only one in every pack. So, but this was really cool. The Black Hole, another movie that really stood out for me back then. 78, 79, 77, that's where all the films came out. The Star Trek, all these great Star Wars, Star Trek, all this stuff just came out. And I still remember the first movie theater that I watched Star Trek in with my uncle, my mom, the whole family went. And it was a Fox Theater down in Provo, Utah. And it's funny, I can still picture it because McDonald's is sitting right on the spot where that Fox Theater was. So kind of held it against McDonald's for a while there as a kid. But Black Hole was pretty cool back when I was a kid. Now I watch it and I'm like, this is kind of painful to watch. This is not great acting. But when I was a kid, it was all about sci-fi. It was all about seeing what was going on, understanding it. And these cards actually helped me remember all the scenes, and it stuck with me for quite a while. This is one of the great ones with, the whole theater was red when this was going on. So it's kind of cool. This one I watched at the Sierra Theater. It was a family theater in Orem. And it's still there. It's kind of, I never watch movies there anymore, but this is just really cool. There's the bad guy, Dr. Hans Reinhardt. And then Maximilian. This was the black robot that kicked everybody's butt. So it was pretty cool because, again, you didn't have CGI and all that. So it was kind of cool to watch these things. And then, of course, we have the Incredible Hulk. You have no idea. Literally, when this show was on, I was home every time it was on. I made sure that my homework was done, everything, just so I could watch the Hulk. And it never failed me. Pretty cool. I love these cards. Just bring me back. The Hulk is shot. Well, he can't be shot. So that's kind of a misnomer in the TV show. But Hypnotherapy, he was just a great guy. Great guy. I met him. I've met Lou Ferrigno multiple times at Comic Cons back in the 90s. He was a really great guy. Really great guy. This one was a pretty good episode. Man, I remember all of these. Holy crap. This one was a weird moment where he was changing, but it was pretty cool. And then the reoccurring dream. I like this one a lot, where Banner confronts himself as the Hulk. It was really a defining moment because this was also done in the comic books. In the 70s, I used to read all the Hulks. The one thing that I got kind of weirded out by was the Thing on this planet by himself in the 70s. And I would try to read the comic, and I was just like, man, it's just lonely and just, he's so alone. And I couldn't read the comic anymore because it just made me sad that the Thing was out there. So kind of funny as I was a kid. I used to ride my bike to the Save-On store in Santa Clara because I lived in Campbell. And I used to sit down in the aisle and just read the comics. Just because I was a kid and we didn't have any money. So the only way I could get the comics was to read them in the store, sitting on the magazine rack, just reading comic after comic. And that's ultimately what I loved, was reading those things. And it's the memories that I have from the comics that are just so ingrained in my head. It's pretty awesome. But I mean, you've got Buck Rogers. This is awesome. Come on, the Buck Rogers, the 25th Century. If you can find this on video or even, online, watch it. It's awesome. It was a great series, 78, 79. Unbelievable. And it had some great Star Wars, technology in there because George Lucas, they copied everything he did. And, we had these, well, look at that. Doesn't it look kind of like a space shuttle, but shorter? So again, what did we take from all these shows and do technology or vice versa? So it was pretty awesome. The Starfighter ship. I mean, these are just, holy cow, these are bringing me back to the show. Come on. Just all these guys who have been nothing but evil characters in all the movies. Just unbelievable. It's so cool to see that they started out young in other ones. I mean, I was just watching Lois and Clark, and well, I don't know the whole story yet. I'll get it and then say it. But there was an actress that was in there that was in The Office that was Michael's wife. And she was actually in a Lois and Clark episode as a crystal medium. So I was having a pretty good laugh. But this one, I mean, they're just, these old cards just bring me back. I even have Bo Derek cards and stuff like that, which of course my mom wouldn't let me have back then. But, they're clean. It's just she hated Bo Derek. So right here, Buck Rogers again. And this is the lady I had the crush on for most of my life until Cheryl Ladd and the Charlie's Angels took over. Cheryl Ladd became the next target of my full boyhood affection. And man, I was going to marry her. I had her T-shirts, everything, but never happened. Kind of weird, huh? So, Battle with Tiger Man. Look at that, Tiger Man. Crazy. It was just awesome. But yep, there it is. Man, she's just so beautiful, like naturally beautiful. It's just, she still is. Don't get me wrong. But he really played a great Buck Rogers. I mean, just phenomenal. So these are just, I wanted to, there we go. The most annoying robot next to black holes, round little robot, and the Star Wars ball robot. Yeah, those were annoying. Almost as bad as, that stupid character that they did in Star Wars. Jar Jar, Stupid Binks, as I call him. But yeah, Felix, man, right there's Twiki. Twiki. It was just, boy, that whole face lit up and everything. It was just, you watch him now and it's just like, oh my gosh, what were we thinking? But it was very cool in that time because we were just new to this technology and these star simulations and all this stuff. And, it was pretty cool. I as a kid, I had the $6 Million Man stuff. I mean, it was a time that my mom didn't have a lot of money, but hey, we bought some things, and I always had the coolest stuff. So the other thing is, it came with a whole bunch of these cards. Now these are very cool. These were actually Pitt from the 90s. I believe it was 95. Yep. Pitt was pretty big back then, 94, 95. But I just want to kind of show some of these cards because I don't see them a lot displayed or anything. But some great artists that I mean, Jay Lee, all those guys, they did some great artwork here. I even have the checklist, which is pretty cool because this is not easy to find, especially in this great condition. And of course, you got Pitt there, but I did collect quite a few of the Pitt books and, just kept them in my collection. Very cool artwork. I mean, just amazing stuff. And this was where the 90s, when they were just getting into the computer graphics and coloring and everything, really kind of crazy stuff. I mean, who has legs that long? I don't get it. But you know what? The monsters, the people, I mean, these are great artists. And, they also, they have sayings on the back, stories. But they also have puzzles, too, on some of the pieces. So very cool. Pitt was a hard comic to follow in some aspects. So, but I bought it because, again, I'm a covers guy. And I read the story afterwards, but I buy it for the art. I love the Pitt crossovers like Wolverine, Batman, just freaking awesome. So thought I'd show some of these cards. And I mean, I ended up getting a whole stack of these. I almost have a full set. I'm missing like 4 cards, but of course I haven't been able to find them on eBay or anything. So if anybody has singles, let me know. I would love to trade you for some other singles of this, whatnot. But I thought I would just show these and show just some of the cards because it came with so many. I ended up donating a whole ton of cards to a really awesome girl that is in high school that loves collecting cards. So I got her some Spider-Man No Way Home cards, other things that were in this box that I bought. And, it really makes me happy when I can donate cards to younger kids. And I try to do it a lot so that everybody can have access to some of the coolest stuff on the planet, which is comic cards. And I don't think they're advertised enough. I mean, I hear kids in Target, especially the other day, I heard a couple of kids looking at all the Pokemon. And then I walk up and there's some Marvel Annual 23, 24 cards. They're like, what are those? I go, oh, well, you haven't seen some of the best cards. You're stuck on Pokemon, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong. We just don't understand it. And I went and grabbed the boxes, bought them, and then I took them off to the side and opened them up and showed them, and I gave them some of the base cards. Of course, not the ones I needed to complete a set, but I gave them some base cards, and I said, you guys really ought to look at this. And then I gave them my Instagram site, and I said, take a look what we do and what we collect, because if you like comics, guys, you'll love the cards. So pretty cool. Again, all my beautiful treasures here are amazing. But we'll do another video on those and show you guys what I've got that I've received from e-packs and other stuff. But wanted to keep this video down to 30 minutes or less, and I'm doing it. It's only 20 minutes. So, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by, watching the video. Please like and subscribe, comment. Let me know if I'm way off base, that, Buck Rogers was the best TV show next to, Battlestar Galactica, which I did own the Battlestar Galactica glasses in elementary school. So I thought it would be a chick magnet. Turns out it's not. It kind of went the total opposite way. So, but you know what? I appreciate you guys, and hopefully you'll find something in the stories I told you, because these are just memories that I had while literally looking at this, because I had a bike accident in high school. So I don't remember much from ninth grade back, but when I get stuff like this, it actually jars my memories, and I'm able to just start being flooded with things that went on. So, and that's how I knew about my bike. So kind of awesome. Well, guys, appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.